Hi guys, welcome to the woods. Um, I live out here, or my house is down there on a field somewhere. Out here, it's slowly but steadily turning into to spring. I imagine I'm not the only one who's been sort of overwhelmed with what is going on the planet right now. Um, well, it's just there's a lot of anxiety brewing, and generally, I really enjoy. Living sort of secluded, but there's been a lot of people visiting the woods or the beach nearby because they don't have anything to do. So actually, I'm seeing a lot of traffic, which is somewhat odd. Also, if you're sensitive, you might just be picking up on the fluctuations of both the panic and hope that are very prevalent in the collective unconsciousness at this point. Um, Also, like I've been noticing a lot of interesting stuff going on in the channeling community. The first contactees, the people who are very much into first contact and alien visitations, I seem to really this crisis seem to be feeding some interesting but also not necessarily healthy impulses in them. Um, like both my parents are ministers, and I was brought up in a type of Lutheran Christianity, and like what I have a lot of good things to say about that in general, but also I would say if you're in any way hoping for the sky to open and some perfect being to descend and save you from your life, right, you're missing out on what's really going on in your opportunity to actually enjoy a type of meaningful existence. So like whatever happens and whoever comes and however the world shall end, unless you die, you won't be rid of the dilemma of being you in the present situation wherever you find yourself. And so I would encourage you all to try to look at this as a sort of blessing in disguise. Like that's seems to be some of the general textures of what is going on, both in the collective but also in our personal lives. That this is an opportunity for a lot of good things to unfold and change. But it seems like a while since I channeled, and these energies have been really hard to manage. So it's been hard for me to tune in. But since this past full moon, it seems like the conduit is very open, and it's quite easy to connect to a lot of energies. I meditated over here for a little while before, and I connected to the spirit of the woods. So that was very comforting. However, I think I will, seeing that we're out here and seeing that she seems to be calling me, I think I will channel Gaia on the topic of course, what else but the present crisis. So with no further ado, this is Gaia, your mother planet, speaking to you. Fear not, my children. Everything is perfectly in order. To me, at least, this crisis is, as you know, also a great relief because it has forced you to recognize your own vulnerability, not only in the face of great changes on a planetary scale, but also how these changes on the planetary scale come about by small, minute chains of events that you have no ability to control, none whatsoever. And so, while many of you find yourselves in situations where you no longer worry about the weather, you do have to worry about disease. And please take this expression literally. The dis-ease is a part of existence. These life forms too, I lend my body to thrive and to carry out their processes. To me, there is no difference in objective value between a human being and the virus that is trying to kill it. The virus itself is not actually trying to harm you. You are simply, we believe the term is collateral damage in that sense, that the virus is trying to reproduce and unfold itself. It is following its path of highest excitement. And it is very happy to be able to cause such a fuss, although it is not happy to be encumbered by the developments that you have set in place. That is to say, the virus is a force of nature, and you would do well to recognize it as such. And until you recognize your own nature, you will not fully be granted access to the crown. Do not say that the upper realms are without humor, because we saw it all along. This crown of yours that you long for, to attain it, you must die, not necessarily physically, but mentally. There is a death leading into the spiritual realms. And it is this mental death that is causing so much distress. We would then, because these tales have sentimental meaning to the channel, and we are coming through to you on a Good Friday, the day where the savior of one of your main religions had to die in order to revive the world by his example. This is what you do not grasp, that on the underside of every viral phenomenon, there is a virality of this different polarity that is traveling along with it. That is to say that this viral spread is actually spreading alongside with it the inevitable realization of human interconnectedness. This was always true, that you were interconnected, but it was possible for you for millennia to forget about it. And now you find yourself returning to the connection with each other. And we would remind you that this connection with each other is already affecting me, the planet, very positively, because your priorities are those of health, of protection, of sustainability, of survival, and of good living. And all those priorities are the ones that are needed in your lives, each of you as an individual, to come to the state of paradise, the equilibrium between your inner realms of self-perception and your perceived outer realm. You will find these realms of paradise waiting at the end of this tunnel as a new plateau for humanity to stand on before you expand yourself from my body and into the stars. I am your mother planet, Gaia. You call me other words and names I also go by. I am the ever-present energy upholding you, carrying you, sustaining you, providing you with life. I am the Alma Mater, the life-giving Mother in all her shapes and sizes. And I am very pleased to love you and to have spoken to you this day. Take heed that you do not lose yourself in the panic of wanting something to happen. Go inside and you will find that the outside opens up again. I love you, children. For now, goodbye.